In 1982, truck driver Jack Carson was making his way down Route 55 in rural Tennessee when he spotted a young woman standing by the side of the road. She wore a pale blue dress that looked oddly dated, and her hair was neatly tied back with a ribbon. Jack pulled over and asked the young woman if she needed a ride. She was pale, with dark circles under her eyes, and asked in a soft voice, "Can you take me home?" Jack agreed, and the woman climbed into the passenger seat and gave him an address that was close by. As they drove, the woman remained quiet, staring out the window. Something about her unnerved him. He tried to make small talk, but she kept repeating the same words. "I just want to go home. Can you take me home?" Her voice was quiet, almost pleading, but she wouldn't offer more. When they reached the address, a chill ran down Jack's spine. The house was nothing more than a burned-out shell, its charred remains overgrown with weeds. He turned to ask the woman if she had the right address, but what he saw filled him with terror. The passenger seat was empty. Jack is not alone. Over the years, many drivers have reported similar encounters along Route 55. A pale woman in a blue dress asks for a ride home, only to disappear when they reach the address. The young woman is believed to be Dorothy Harrison, who lived in the house with her husband Charles in 1948. Dorothy disappeared without a trace in May of that year. Charles claimed she left the house on foot in the morning to visit a friend on a neighboring property, but never returned. The friend, however, told authorities that Dorothy never arrived. At the time, suspicion fell heavily on Charles, with many believing he had a role in her disappearance. Whether driven by guilt or grief, Charles eventually took his own life within the house. For over a decade, the house remained vacant until it was consumed by fire set by vandals. Dorothy's body was never found, but many are convinced she met a tragic end, and that her remains are buried somewhere along Route 55. Now she wanders, restless and lost, just trying to get home.